I'm gonna start playing World of Warcraft. Let's get started. Alright, alright. Here playing with Abby, having some fun. Let's just enjoy this. Let's see, what talent should I use? Oh, wow. That's actually really friggin' powerful. That is really powerful. Reducing the cooldown of lay on hands is like exactly what I need. That was really good. Alright.
How can I help?
Let's see here. I grew up hearing tales of great kingdom of Lordaeron, and tales of its fall. The scourge took my mother, my father, and my homeland before I was even old enough to understand.
Farewell, friend.
Is that the new powder Flynn was talking about? I'll take it for safekeeping. Continue.
Stay on course.
It's hard to believe that the Lord Admiral would willingly hand you and her daughter over to Lady Ashvane. She must have her reasons, right? Rewards, 41 gold, 71 silver, 7,850 experience. Okay.
We can do this.
I think a proper introduction is in order. My name is Natalia, member of the Proudmoor Guard and squire of Sir Cyrus Crestfall. Natalia salutes firmly. Cyrus asked me and Flynn to break you out of the Ashvane prison and get you settled in here at the market, but he neglected to mention that you're with the Alliance. I must say it's an honor. Let's get you up to speed. Visit the ferry dock and Snug Harbor Inn, the Tradewinds Counting House, and the Flight Master in Tradewinds Market. Quest objectives, rewards. You will receive 10 gold for 82 silver, 80 copper, experiencing 3,150.
Don't worry about the prison break. Here in the market, you're just another traveler. Now let's get you settled in.
Alright, so, Xanderfell is in chat. And,
For Coltiras.
I'm actually trying to figure out a way to get to an area so I can get back to
all along the
Stormwind.
Sound's interior coast. You'll need a ferry pass from the harbour master. That won't be a problem.
Fancy a cuppa?
Alright, so... because I want to play a Void Elf. Essentially, they're High Elves. I didn't realize that. They are
Good
High
day
Elves.
to you.
Because they're rescued by Windrunner. I keep forgetting her name. Oh, wait, can I go here? Does this go home? Oh, to Stormwind City. Yay! I just want to make sure I'm getting back to Stormwind. Yeah, they seem to have... there's a lot of voiceover to this game now. So different from when it first started 20 years ago. I can't believe it's been 20 years. Every once in a while I keep thinking of my friends. My friends have passed
Finally,
away.
some action.
Almost all of them that played this game. Kind of sucks. But, so I've had mixed feelings about playing the game this time around. A lot of mixed feelings.
Keeping warm, I ain't.
See, I actually owned... oh god, did I buy Warcraft 1 first? I think I actually owned Warcraft 1 first before Warcraft 2, but it was like I think I bought them in a... oh no, I bought Warcraft 2 first and then I bought Warcraft 1. But I think I played my friend's version of Warcraft 1. Back then, software piracy was the only way to get a game half the time where I lived. Arrgh, I be a pirate at the tender age of 16. We be sharing discs and installing our games on each other's computers. Arrgh! Yeah, it was Warcraft, Orcs and Human. Actually, it was just called Warcraft. I think they added Orcs versus Humans afterwards. But I may be wrong. Hey, here's some trivia for you, Xander. What was the first game created by the people who created Warcraft? Or one of the first games? What was their breakout game? I should say their breakout game. The game that made them millions of dollars. In fact, if you could tell me what Blizzard Entertainment was called...
So many possibilities. Fair skies and strong winds.
No, they didn't work for Games Workshop at all. And it wasn't Orcs versus Humans. The original name of the company was Silicon and Synapse. And the original creators I have no idea why they're saying why Games Workshop claims that the creators of Warcraft work for them, because Games Workshop is a British company, and Mike Morhaime is the one who was the founder of Blizzard Entertainment, as well as Silicon and Synapse, and he was always in California. He formed Silicon and Synapse with Alan Adam and Frank Pierce. And Silicon and Synapse created a game called The Lost Vikings. And that was their first breakout game. Well, the thing is, Blizzard Entertainment stole a lot from Games Workshop, but they did not. The people who created Synapse and Blizzard never worked for Games Workshop.
The Naru have not forgotten us. Remain vigilant.
And yeah, Blizzard stole everything regarding Warcraft from Dungeons and Dragons. They stole everything regarding StarCraft from Games Workshop and Warhammer. But get this, Halo basically stole, Microsoft basically stole their idea of Halo from StarCraft. A bunch of stealing going on.
Patience is the highest virtue.
The Alliance has been beset by dangers growing throughout all of Azeroth. Call for allies. The only way we will keep our friends safe is if we seek out new allies. I have been tasked as an ambassador to help seek these allies. Come to our embassy in Stormwind. I could use your help. Our quest objectives. Meet as Isa Cloudsinger at the Stormwind Embassy. Rewards: you'll receive 2 gold, 8 silver, 55 copper, experience 775. Alright.
In time,
thank you for coming. I love how she tells me to go meet her, and she's right here. Thank you for coming, Abby. Finding new allies isn't easy, but your support will help complete quests.
It's good to see you.
I was chosen to act as ambassador to our new allies due to my experience with the Pandaren joining the Alliance. I've made some notes about some potential allies that may be willing to join the Alliance. Learn more about them and speak with me. Alright. Quest objectives: learn more about potential allies. That's true. The Spartans are closer to 40K's characters. They are, and you are right. But I don't know, maybe there are a lot of things from StarCraft that are in Halo, so maybe Microsoft stole from both of them. Dark Iron Dwarf. Those look cool. Lightforged Draenei. I want Nightfall. I'm going to play Nightfall in here. Kul Tiras, Haymaker, Jack of all trades, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, Child of the Sea, Brush It Off. Kul Tiras definitely a PvP race. Void Elves. I like them. Ustartes. Oh, thank you for telling me how to pronounce it. So, Xander was telling me that the Ustartes are the big bads in Warhammer 40k, and that is interesting. Yeah, I think you're right. The Spartans. That's interesting. Mechanome. I wish that we could actually have a Mechanome that is 100% mechanical. But they're not. I wanted to be just a Mechanome. 100% mechanical Mechanome.
I greet you.
Good day to you.
Baladash, Malanore.
Alright. Choice of allies. These are just some of the allies I've discovered. I'm sure there are more out there. I'm also happy to tell you about how our current allies joined the alliance. It's always important to remember the past and bonds we made. Complete quest. Starties are the Space Marines. Big Bads are the Chaos Gods. Oh, thank you for correcting me, Xander. The Ghostlands. Are you familiar with how the Void Elves joined the Alliance? It began with Alaria Windrunner finding out about a blood elf named Umbric. He and his followers were banished from Silvermoon City for researching void magic. Alaria believed she could convince Umbric and his followers to join the Alliance and prevent the void from corrupting them. It all began when she opened up a portal into the Ghostlands. Quest objective: locate Umbric's home in Ghostlands. Rewards: you'll receive 20 gold, 85 silver, experience 6,300. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Enter. Fairy Dock visited. Oh, I already looked at that. Wait, where's my thing? Travel to the Ghostlands. Alright. So, Xander says, Corn, Sench, Nurgle, Slanish, and Malice. The Malice is a minor chaos god, but still a major threat. Don't the chaos gods, aren't they the ones that basically help the orcs and allow the orcs to essentially will things to work? Like the orcs, all the orcs believe that red is, it makes things go fast, and I know there's subtleties here I'm not getting correct, but like because they all believe that red means that the item goes fast, then it does, then it essentially goes fast. Or it's, someone else explained it saying it's that they recognize when things are faster and so they paint them red. Like somebody corrected somebody else I saw on a Reddit post. Do I basically have that correct? I know that if all of the orcs believe that a gun should work and it looks like it has the mechanics of working, then it does work without fail until they get convinced otherwise. And then you actually have things that start failing. Oh, orcs are different from chaos. Okay. Oh, is chaos like, are those like the undead things? I never had the money to get into Warhammer. Although, you know what? I actually really love Warhammer Fantasy Role-Playing Game. I don't know if you've seen that. I have like the 2nd edition, and the 2nd edition rules were amazing. I guess it's into like the 3rd or 4th edition now, and they've screwed up the rules since then. But the 2nd edition rules were essentially the perfect role-playing game rules that or the most perfect ones I played since the Red Dwarf role-playing system. And yes, I do mean Red Dwarf as in the comedy TV series. It had a role-playing game system. See, there's a... Yeah, I was trying to read a thing. I think it was a Reddit post that went into detail on how the orc stuff works, and they were citing things in the books. So supposedly in the novels, you can't just have a bunch of orcs say, "This rock is a bomb," so it becomes a bomb. But what you can do is, like, if the orcs believe that they will never run out of ammo, then they never run out of ammo. Like, for whatever reason, that ammo is continually recycled. But the moment one orc yells, "We're out of ammo," then all of their weapons stop working because they're out of ammo. So, like, there has to be a basic functionality to it for it to actually function. That's what I was... That's what I got out of that post. They went into, like, real serious detail on it. And it seemed almost logical. Kind of like a disbelief system in Dungeons & Dragons, where in first edition you could say, "I disbelieve in somebody," and they could actually disbelieve an NPC out of existence. Gork and Mork are the gods for the orcs. That sounds funny. You know, I've never heard of that race. Let me look them up. The Tua are the orc equivalent to D&D. Or the Warhammer orcs in D&D equivalent. So let me look them up. Oh, I think you mean Kuotoa. Kuotoa. Oh no, that can't be right. Because they're the fish people. That can't be right. Oh, there's the fish people? Oh, okay. Oh. I know that they're the basis for so they can believe in a god and it exists. It suddenly exists because they believe. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I know that they are like the basis for the Murlocs in Warcraft. You know, that really sucks. I really wanted to play a Morlock. Or a Murloc. In Warcraft. It'd be cool to have, like, that one Murloc who's in, who's in Heroes of the Storm. He's also in here somewhere. I remember running across him in, like, Cataclysm. He's like a cool little dude. Let me see here. Oh, I'm already here in the Plaguelands. God, that was fast. I remember it used to take 20 minutes to fly out here. Murky the Murloc. God, I really like the Murloc. You know what? Kobolds aren't even what they should be. Even in Dungeons and Dragons, they keep changing kobolds. Kobolds should be reptilian creatures. And yeah, there's a lot about the Murlocs that are similar to kobolds as they were in first edition. It really is. Kobolds are mini dragonborns. Yeah, yeah, like weird little lizard people things. Although in reality, kobolds and orcs in real life, there is a real life basis for kobolds and orcs. They were people who would wear masks
The Ghostlands.
on their raiding.
This was once Eversong Forest, a place of unbridled beauty. Windrunner Spire, my family home, stands not far from here. These woods once brought such joy to me and my sisters. To see them like this fills my heart with sorrow.
Let me see if I can get her to speak again. See, the thing is, you know, because Dungeons and Dragons originally tried to be more mythic in their monsters. And a lot of monsters, quote, existed in real life, end quote, in ways where they were clearly different or inspired by others. But like orcs and kobolds were really raiding parties. Like if you notice a lot of types of soldiers in Russia are called orcs, O-R-K-S, by other people, you know, in terms of like stormtroopers or stuff like that. But like the kobolds were people who put on masks from various tribes in various Visigothic tribes in Europe, and they would make it look like they were monsters in order to scare people when they'd attack them.
The Ghostlands. This was once Eversong Forest, a place of unbridled beauty. Windrunner Spire, my family home, stands not far from here. These woods once brought such joy to me and my sisters. To see them like this fills my heart with sorrow.
Alright. No, elves were used. How's it best to explain this? The idea of the Fae and elves were used for to describe people that seem mysterious, or a group of people, or highly knowledgeable. Like they would enter lore, you know, through songs or whatever, as if, well, they were transient, so they didn't really exist on our plane, and you know, storytellers would make up more and more things, kind of like how people deify General Patton. Various tribes would deify or elfify other tribes and other people. Well, you know, the thing is, if you read the battle reports, you'll see that the Ukrainians keep referring to the Russian orcs, and they're talking specifically about a type of Russian soldier. And I mean, it's like a slur used against the Russian soldiers that are going through and just razing areas to the ground. So that's the slur of orc is still being used for Russians right now. Fae has a number of spellings to it. I mean, there are Fae all over the, you know, like if you, depending on which tribe and which people, which society are describing Fae, they or elves, you know, spirits of the woods or whatever, they use all sorts of different things, and it really is to describe anything that's unusual, including transient people or like gypsies or... What the hell happened to her? Where's the girl I'm following? Where's Ilaria? Oh, ads.
The Ghostlands. This was once Eversong Forest.
Oh.
A place of unbridled beauty. Windrunner Spire,
I went to the wrong
my family
area.
home, stands not far from here. These woods once brought such joy to me and my sisters. To see them like this fills my heart with sorrow. What news? Keep your gaze fixed on your target.
There we are. Alright, is it back there, Xander?
This sanctum was once a testament to my people's mastery of the arcane. Now, it is but a ruin.
Where did it cut me off when I was talking?
Use every weapon at your disposal.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
We each walk a line. Choose yours.
Our void experiments are proceeding well. I am certain we are on the cusp of a breakthrough, despite Ramoth's small-minded protests. The Grand Magister must understand that this power is crucial to the defense of Silvermoon. Never again shall the Sindori fall prey to our enemies. Unfortunately, it seems our research has reached an impasse. I believe there is knowledge at the Andillian estate that will springboard us forward.
The Andillian estate. Yes, I remember it. Come, champion.
Okay, so yeah, so you missed where I was talking about. Yeah, even today, Ukrainians are calling Russian orcs. Oh, but there is something about elves. You know, Tolkien. Tolkien used a lot from real life to talk about, to create his world. Well, one of the things that he used in real life is, if you remember, that he describes the elves as living on the western shores and helping them and helping the humans only through great expense or, you know, travel, you know, in order to help guide humanity, and that after every war the elves seem to withdraw from the rest of humans in Middle Earth. And he described the western shores as being shores of light, you know, the cities of light for the Valar. Well, before the Great Depression, the entire eastern seaboard of the United States was dubbed as the cities of light. Denver was a city of light. Denver, Colorado, in the middle of the United States, was called a city of light. And it was because of all of the electricity the electrical revolution in the early 1900s. So Tolkien, and if you look at all the other comparisons, Tolkien was dubbing Americans as, or using them as the basis for his elves. Isn't that crazy?
Anaria Shola.
Alright, you don't see too many apprentices around these parts, do you? I'm beginning to think it's because the Magisters give us all the dangerous work they'd rather not do themselves.
We will have justice.
This place looks like it has been ransacked, but perhaps Umbric left behind a clue.
It seems we are not the first of our people seeking to harness the void. I have found notebooks belonging to one whose very name is a curse. Darkhan Drathir. It was Drathir's betrayal that allowed Arthas to corrupt the Sunwell and left our kingdom in ruins. For the first time, I see why Romoth opposes our course of study. Nevertheless, I believe this knowledge can be used for good. The bulk of Drathir's research was conducted at Dawnstar Spire. That is where we must go.
Umbric risks much. He follows in the footsteps of treachery. Let us hope this obsession has not led to his downfall. Come, we must make our way to Dawnstar Spire.
By the way, I'm muting myself when the NPCs are speaking so I can get it on the record. I'll be checking them out a little bit later, but yeah, thank you for posting and thank you for hanging out and chatting. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, tonight really sucked because like everybody, all the players, at about 6 players, agreed to play tonight at 5 p.m. One of them, like 2 or 3 of them, just left without saying anything. I tried to contact them, they never responded to me. They're online. And then one of them, he said, no, I'm not leaving. I just can't make it today. So one of them is supposedly coming back tomorrow. I have no idea on the other 2. It just gave me bad flashbacks to gaming on AOL. I was a dungeon master for about 10 years on America Online chat rooms, and it was always a struggle to make sure that I had players who would commit. They would enjoy a game, they'd say, I'm coming back. People who wouldn't enjoy the game would flat out tell me, I'm sorry, it's not for me, which is cool. It's just, I hate it when people ghost you. You know what I mean?
This place resonates with power. Tread carefully.
I think one of the players was angry that he didn't get to kill a bunch of goblins, because he made a character that kills goblins, but all he did, like last week, was say, I want revenge on goblins. And it's like, well, okay, you know, I'll find some goblins, but like he had no idea how to roleplay. I thought that everybody had been encouraging him. I thought he was getting into it, and he said they really enjoyed the game, but you know, people are entitled to what they enjoy and what they don't enjoy, you know. Just kind of sucked because I thought he was really enjoying the game last week.
Umbric is a dedicated scholar, but his tenacity turned him and his followers into exiles.
Oh, that's crazy. And you see, the thing is, there's like... It's like, I don't hate people if they don't enjoy the game. If they don't enjoy the game, then that's fine, you know? I mean, that's life. A lot of people don't enjoy specific games. It's just like, there's no need to actually ghost somebody. And that's what always gets me. Like, really, you had to... You really wanted to ghost. You don't want to say no, you just... Like, it's... It boggles my mind. It's more like a state of confusion. You know, I'm not angry at them. I'm just, like, confused. Like, dude, just tell me you're not showing up. You know, don't tell me you really enjoyed it and you're going to show up and then you don't show up and you don't say anything from there on. Just say, yeah, it's not for me. You know, I had some fun, but it's not for me. Like, that's totally understandable.
Drathea's quest for power led him to seek the fragments of an ancient world, one teetering on the brink of the void itself. His note said it existed within a rift in the very fabric of reality. He never found this place, but I have succeeded where he failed. The way will soon be open to us. Drathea believed this rift held an ancient object of unspeakable might. Perhaps this will be the key that allows us to gain control over the shadows.
Based on these notes, I believe I can reopen the passage to this world he spoke of. Let me see... Greetings.
The Ghostlands. Umbric's methods are a bit cavalier, but he seems competent. We must get to him before things become too dangerous. Rewards. You'll receive 20 gold, 85 silver. Experience 6,300.
Farewell.
Telegris Rift. Umbric and its blood elves were cast out of their home for their pursuit of understanding. I know the dangers of the void better than most. We should lend them our aid and ensure they don't do anything too foolhardy. This rift will take us to their current location. I hope we are not too late to help them. Quest objectives. Travel to Telegris Rift and complete the scenario. Rewards, you will receive 20 gold, 85 silver, experience 6,300. Start Cursed Void Strider. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know. Zanderfeld said that he thinks the logic behind the reasoning is that they're afraid of being told to stay regardless, or anger or sad, or just general fear of confrontation. Yeah, I mean, I get that. There are people out there who are confrontational. But man, like more and more and more, I mean, in real life, actually, with real life issues, I am running into people who ghost rather than communicate. And when you're dealing on a business level or an official level, that causes serious problems. And what gets me is that people carry that attitude from their games into real life and into their professional behavior. So at that point, it's like, it's not okay on so many levels. Learn to say no or yes. You know, at the risk of sounding like I'm an old man yelling at the sky or saying, get off my lawn, a lot of the younger generation is completely incapable of understanding how to make a decision of yes and no. And in my personal business life, it has caused me serious problems, to a point where I've actually had to get a lawyer involved more than once.
We are ready to proceed. Stay on your guard, champion. We do not know what we might find inside. There, up ahead. That must be Umbric.
We've been working for years to comprehend the powers of the void might provide. Now we are on the cusp of understanding. What is this?
Magister Umbric, I am Illyria Windrunner.
Illyria Windrunner? How did... My, what an unexpected honor. My people and I heard tales of what transpired on Argus. As you might imagine, We have a keen interest in your interaction with the Darkened Naru.
Another time, perhaps. This champion and I have been searching for you. We know of your exile from Silvermoon and felt we shared common ground.
Indeed. Like you, we believe the void can be used to defend life rather than consume it. We have made great progress, Lady Windrunner, but many mysteries remain. Take this cube, for instance. It is an ancient device, perhaps even predating life on Azeroth. It seems to have been locked, and we cannot yet open it.
Careful, Umbric. Answers to such mysteries often come at a price. Look out!
At last, the future I foresaw has come to pass. Thank you for opening the way.
Show yourself! Who are you?
Names are of little consequence. The more interesting question is, what shall you become?
I pressed the wrong button. I should check out my spells. Things have changed. Oh, I have concentration aura on. That's why I was dying. Sorry it took so long to respawn, Xander. It's all good. It's all good if you take a while to respawn. God, I feel like there are spells that are missing from my loadout. Let me double check everything. Yeah, and the problem with people, yeah, you said ghosting in business and real life matters. That's when I'd say they need serious therapy. The problem that I've noticed more and more is that people who are comfortable with ghosting with non-important business things struggle with ghosting in real life on important matters. And that's when it's a serious problem. You know, that whole idea of, oh, it doesn't really matter, and they carry that throughout their entire life. You know, it's like humans are creatures of habit, and they're allowing that habit to take over in everything they do. Oh, you meant for me not to respawn immediately. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, when I'm fighting, I'm trying to figure out. It's been a long time since I played. I used to be a god with my paladin. I'm clearly no longer a god anymore. It's been 5 years. Yeah, I was hitting random things at that point. Oh, where's my avatar form? They got rid of it. They got rid of it. Oh, that sucks. Wow, they got rid of, yeah, that's weird.
Even shattered as it is, this place echoes with the whispers of the great ones who were slain, and the hatred of he who broke this world.
Dark forces surge through these ashen stones. No wonder the ethereals were drawn.
I seem to be missing something. I swear. Oh my god, they changed my spell. This is no longer my shield spell. This is no longer my shield spell. Oh, that is weird. I thought that... No wonder it wasn't doing what I thought it was supposed to be doing. This used to be like increase your block percentage by 30%, but it no longer does that. Well, now I know why my character wasn't doing what I thought she should be doing when I was playing a dungeon, when I was doing a raid last night or the other day. Because all these spells, they've got the same icons for different effects. They totally changed paladins. I just assumed she was the same. Hey, she is not. I'm gonna admit to being a really bad dungeon master. I don't even know what Fair Run is. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Baldur's Gate Icewind Dale. I honestly don't know. I thought Baldur's Gate was in Forgotten Realms. Oh, is it like a country or continent? In Forgotten Realms?
Storm is a conduit, a doorway that must be closed.
Why do you resist? You stand on the threshold of a grand destiny.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Cannot be undone. Surely you see this.
There. Derzan is using those forges to draw in power. We must break his hold on Umbric's people.
The void will transform you. Awaken what you are meant to be.
No. These people are not yours. They are not lost.
A lawful good, Blue Dragon, Ranger, who can
do you not see what we offer? The majesty of chaos. The glory of infinite hunger. Why do you fight your destiny, Windrunner? Join me and rule by my side.
I see through your lies, Derzan. So will the others.
So be it. Your death is regrettable, but necessary.
So, Blue Dragon, Lawful Good, Ranger, with the ability to become human at will, and basically people think he's human.
I need a target.
I offer freedom. I offer strength. Cast off your mortal shackles!
Our destiny is our own, Derzan. You will not define our future.
The transformation incomplete. Must be finished.
The only thing that will be finished.
Illyria, champion. My people are free, but we have been changed. And the voices...
Derzan tried to tear away your mortality, to make you like him, a slave to his hunger. But your fate is still your own, Umbric. I can teach you to quiet the whispers, to make the shadows serve you, instead of you serving them.
My arrogance was nearly our undoing. I dabbled with powers far beyond my control. If you will train us, Illyria, we will follow where you lead.
I sense the powers at your command. They are considerable. You would make valuable allies of the Alliance.
Silvermoon turned its back on us long ago. Today, we are reborn, and it is fitting that we walk a new path. From this day forth, the Alliance has our loyalty.
And in turn, I pledge to aid you on your journey. Our champion and I will inform High King Rin of this news. Then I will return, so that we can begin your training.
It will take some time for us to adjust to our new forms. We look forward to your return, Lady Windrunner. And Champion, you have our deepest thanks.
Telagris Rift. And so ends the tale of how the Void Elves joined the Alliance. Their control over the Void swung the odds in our favor in several battles. Some fear their use of the Void, but I believe Umbric and Illyria have a unique perspective on things. They're both aware of forces attempting to control and manipulate us. It's an important lesson for us all to remember, and the decisions we make our own. Are the decisions we make our own, or are they being twisted by an unseen hand? Rewards: you will receive 20 gold, 85 silver, experience 6,300, Star-Cursed Void Strider. Ooh, cool. Here's my Guardian of Ancient Kings ability. I always turn the mic off, Xander, when I'm doing something that is like a game thing where the people are talking or stuff. So I turn the mic on and off throughout the game. That's why I'll type in chat sometimes. There we go. Blessing of Ancient Kings. Guardian of Ancient Kings. There we go. Now that's my super duper spell. Nice. Yeah, I do a bunch of stuff. I try not to do horror, though. I'm glad you write, Xander, and that's interesting that you do dark fantasy and psychological horror. You're welcome to promote in my channel, by the way. And for the 3 people that will see it. Voida. Oh, what should I bring for my Voida? Oh, I just mute myself off and on. Part of the problem is I do have my mic close to my TV, so when certain things get too loud in the game, it echoes, so I have to turn it off. What character should I be playing? You know what? I'm going to take a short break here, and so the game's going to be just here, but I'm going to be away from the keyboard for about 2 minutes. I'll be right back and figure out what class to play. Alright, I'm back. God, I can't decide what to play. I've got a Dwarf Hunter already. I've got one of all these classes. Jeez, what should I play? Well, that sounds cool, Xander. I'd love to see those backstories. Let's see here. Random number generator. Okay, let me decide this randomly, scientifically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1d8. See if I can make up my mind this way. A warrior. Do I want to play a warrior, though? I guess using random number generator isn't great because I don't feel like making a warrior. Huh. I wish they made a new class just called Random Class. And it randomly changes which class you're playing. That would be so funny. A class called Random Class, and it randomly changes which class you are for each day. That would be so funny. I think that would be really funny. Cyphus Zeal sit in Eberron. Well, that sounds like an interesting name for a character. Look at that. If you have a dark-skinned character, she's frowning, except unless she's black. But the blue-skinned characters are frowning, but the yellow-skinned characters aren't. And it's not like an optical illusion. They literally change the position of the mouth, or the graphics on the mouth. That's crazy. Second character, Gregrios Lordcrest. That sounds like that's another interesting name. Gregrios, I think.
Heroes of the Alliance, the Dragon Isles have awakened and beckon the dragon flights home. Meet me in Stormwind, where I shall present the Aspect's invitation to the Alliance.
Sages and scholars fear the void, but we understand a truth that they do not. That the void is a power to be harnessed, to be bent by a will strong enough to command it. The void has shaped us, changed us, but you will become its master. Wield the shadows as a weapon to save our world and defend the Alliance. I greet you.
I was once a spellbreaker. You know, there wasn't a curse or enchantment I couldn't handle until I became this. The one spell I couldn't break. Funny, isn't it? Oh, you're just so goth.
Everything has a price, if you are willing to pay it.
We each walk a line. Choose yours.
For the Alliance. Mastering the Whispers requires constant focus and discipline. Your dedication inspires all who bear the name Ren Dorai, for we have become children of the Void. No, I am a badass high elf, and I'm going to choose to disbelieve in the Void. I'm not even here. You have learned many lessons here, but the time has come to venture beyond to Logros Rift. I'm not even here. I'm not here at the Rift. There's no such thing as the Void. I'm sorry, I'm disbelieving. I am a pretty night elf princess. Look at me. Look at me. Do I look like I'm blue? Do I look like I'm a goth? No, I'm not a goth. I don't. Look at the. Get away from me, you ugly goth elf. I'm going to be racist against my own race from now on. Void elves do not exist. They're just ugly little goth people. And Xanderfell said, Goofy, they don't have voice actors for these quest boxes. I know, they're lame. That's why I refuse to acknowledge these stupid little goth elves. You're goth elves. I ignore you. And I'm a high elf. I'm not some sort of crack addicted elf like those stupid elves who are part of the Horde. They're like crack elves, and you're a goth elf, and I ignore both of you. Go to Stormwind, take the heart of the Alliance there. The King's ambassador will greet you and guide you along your journey. Azeroth must be defended. I can think of no one better suited to answer that call than you, Nox Calum. Yeah. I mean... Oh, they didn't name her right. They didn't name her right. Oh, that sucks. Should I delete and remake? I should delete and remake. Delete and remake. Delete character. Delete. Great character. I don't know. Customize. Nox. Oh my god. I can't put an apostrophe thing in there. It won't let me put an apostrophe thing in here anymore. They changed the rules on naming. Oh, those lame people. Oh, that ticks me off. Oh, that sucks so bad. I deleted my character for nothing. Yeah, I can't put a dash or anything. Look, it's not letting me put anything in here. That is angering. style. Did I have white hair? I think I had white hair. Skin color, yeah. Yeah, it's not letting me put any sort of punctuation in here. None. No punctuation. Yeah, it won't let me put anything in there.
Heroes of the Alliance, the Dragon Isles have awakened and beckon the dragon flights home. Meet me in Storm.
You know, I remember that World of Warcraft got fed up with people putting punctuation. We already did this.
Sages and scholars fear the void.
Yeah, and they lowercased it. No matter what, they lowercased it. Like, I actually have a character called Smurfette. In fact, I'm the reason why they banned the names of Smurfs. I pissed off Jeff Kaplan when I kept calling them Smurfs. I got banned from the message boards for no reason for about 8 years. And it's because I said this is an unimaginative storyline. You have nothing but Smurfs. They're blue magic people being chased across the universe by a sorcerer who wants to eat them or turn them into gold. I said that's the plot for the Smurfs. That was my post on the message board. No vulgarity or anything. He banned me and he locked all the names for all the Smurf characters. So I had to use an umlaut over the U, and I got to name my character Smurfette. Shortly after that, they banned special characters and names. So I couldn't even. They must have further banned how to name characters. Yeah. I mean, it really ticked everybody off because they said that they were going to give the Alliance High Elves, and then they gave them the Draenei, right? They didn't even spell Draenei correctly, because they spell it Drainy, which sounds like brainy. Smurf. Okay, so, sorry Nox Calum. I deleted you and recreated you, but there was no way for me to get you to be named correctly. And there's no way to rename characters in World of Warcraft. Yeah.
What news?
Alright, let me read this quest. Oh yeah, I already read this quest. Meet Ambassador Morgard at the Stormwind Embassy. Rewards, you'll receive 2 silver experience, 180. And the Rendorai Tabard. God, that sucks so bad. I couldn't put anything.
Some will tell you that the light is the only path. The one weapon that can stop the enemies of Azeroth. But we see alternatives, many roads, many possibilities that are open to us.
There will be those who doubt you, who question your resolve, your ability to harness powers that have caused the downfall of weaker wills. Together, we will prove them wrong.
Use the lessons I have taught you to maintain control. Become a weapon for the Alliance, even as you skirt the edge of darkness.
La la la, I'm not listening to you, la la la, I'm spinning and hopping. You're all just a bunch of goths and stupid elves. Bye. Booyah, I'm with the stupid humans now. They smell and they're stinky, but they're better than the stupid goth elves. For the Alliance. Ah, there you are, Nux Kalo. We've been expecting you. Yeah, you can go ahead and inspect me and I'll break your ass off, you stupid little pervert. Take that. Slapped him. You'll receive 2 silver, experience 180, Rendorai Tabard. Okay.
Welcome, friend. I am King Anduin Rin. As a new member of the Alliance, I wish to greet you personally. The Void Elves may be a recent addition to our ranks, but Illyria Windrunner is one of our greatest heroes. Under her tutelage, the powers you wield will aid our cause. These are troubled times for Azeroth. In the days to come, you will face many trials, fight many foes. Know that you are never alone against the darkness, for the Alliance stands with you. I look forward to hearing of your progress. Something tells me we will speak again soon. Safe travels. Though you walk among the shadows, you are a beacon of hope to us all.
Stranger in a strange land. Welcome to Stormwind, Void Elf. You call me that one more time, I will break your ass off. I invite you to explore our fair city. Say, you look like someone who enjoys the nightlife. We have many popular taverns and vibrant... This guy is a friggin' perv! First he tells me that he's inspecting my character, and then he just assumes that I like the nightlife? I should kill him! And I can't. I can't kill him because we're not allowed to... you know, if this were EverQuest, I would kill him with my character. I'd totally do that.
I want to save this somewhere. It's a nice...
Ooh, Mom just got a 1944 penny. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, put it on the back of my laptop, Mom.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, put it on the back of my laptop. Because I think I have one on the back of my laptop as it is.
I know I had a 19... Is that mine? Is that my other one? My 1923
Yeah,
penny?
I think so, yeah. It's a 1923 penny. I like collecting pennies like that. That's so cool. I'm stealing that penny right now. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to accept his quest. I'm not even going to... Yeah, God, he's... After that, the emissary of Rendora is waiting. You are a disgusting person, Morgard. Bronze Dragon asked to talk to me. She is sitting under a nearby tree in an hourglass. Oh, that's Chromie. I like Chromie. Chromie's cool.
Be careful.
Bouncy, bouncy, twirl, twirl. Where's my twirl? I want a twirl. Give me a twirl. I'm not twirling. There, I twirled. All right. Hi, Chromie.
It's like meeting again for the first time.
Hi, Nox Calum. Queen Alexstrasza is calling the Dragonflights home to the Dragon Isles. We need the help of mortals like you to reclaim our... Okay. Oh, select a timeline. Let's see here. I should probably...
I always have time for you. Holy Healer. I'm going to activate Holy. I'm going to get the specializations here. I wish I could draw still. Talents. Let's see here. Alright, talents. Renew. Alright. Improve Flash Shield. Okay. Those are good talents. Oh, let's see here. Let me fix the appearance. Classic Redux. There we go. And now I gotta get action bars. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Apply changes.
question
emissary.
everything.
Stranger in a strange land, welcome to Stormwind City. Though there is no silver moon, the city does have its charms. If you come here expecting a warm welcome, I cannot say I've received one myself. But most folks are polite enough. Well, that's because you're an ugly goth girl. I'm not a goth girl. I'm from the valley. And you know what? Don't talk to me. If you came here, no matter what, I'm off to seek adventure, perhaps a little a stiff drink. Rewards, 2 silver, experience 180.
Power is to be wielded, not feared.
Well, so Xander asked if I run full-on games as a DM. The only games I can run are online. And I kind of stopped running online games for about, I don't know, I think it was like 5 years ago. I had a game with my friends and we did it on Twitch, and that was like 10 years after, so I guess 15 years. But I got tired of looking for players, and you know, players will stick around for a couple months while they're online, and then like things will change. Which it happens, life happens. You know, people get married, or they move, or they start school. And the big thing that happened was AOL's chat rooms were like removed something like 15 or 16 years ago entirely. And that was where I played most of the time. And then a lot of people really like to do 4th edition, so I haven't really dungeon mastered in a while. That's why I was kind of excited about the game, where my Sunday night game that you stumbled in on, Xanderfell. Because last week I had a really good group together, you know? Last week I had a really good group together, and then like people didn't show this week. And, you know, like I said, we talked. I asked them if they enjoyed the game so far. They said yes. I said, if you don't want to stay, that's fine. They said, no, we're staying, and then, like, vanished. You know, so, I mean, it was definitely kind of sad, because this adventure that I'm running, it's the first adventure that I've actually designed in, I don't know, about 20 years. Usually I'd use like modules or something, but this one is like entirely my design. You know, and so I don't know how to answer your question there. I love playing full games when people are available. But my games, I mean, all of my games, even the rules-heavy games, the rules mean nothing if the players don't even try to play, you know? But ever since I can remember, success in my games, actually, you know, I started playing when I was like 8 years old. 8 or 9. But success in my games is dependent on how well players can adapt and problem solve. Like, you can bring in a god player, a god character, have all the stats in the world, and fail at my game if you don't even put in an attempt to deal with the situation on hand, you know? Yeah, I started way earlier than a lot of people. But you know, that was at like the height of the satanic panic. And so all the kids were like oh, let's play it. Like, the Satanic Panic did the exact opposite of what it was intended to do. It made Dungeons & Dragons so much more popular. Plus, that was also like a year after the Dungeons & Dragons cartoon came out. Right? The Dungeons & Dragons cartoon was awesome. And, I was really into The Hobbit and stuff like that. So I really wanted a role-playing game based off of The Hobbit. But the only role-playing game that was out at that time, which did The Hobbit, was Rollmaster series. And the Rollmaster series, they were really expensive books. My mom couldn't afford that. But she could afford the red box edition of D&D. And then I got the blue box edition. And those were like super cool. You know? So I had a lot of fun. And so I made all the mistakes that everyone makes in making games. So I was a pretty good dungeon master by the time other people were just learning how to dungeon master. And, so, you know, I basically just wound up memorizing the rules, more or less. And that's when I realized...
King's honor, friend.
You know, here's a little secret about Dungeons & Dragons. There are only 2 actual rules in Dungeons & Dragons.
How are you? See you later.
Do you know what those 2 rules are? And those 2 rules are in every single edition from 1977 onward. Well, you've got quite a background to you. That's cool. In the introduction of every single book that has been printed since 1977 onward, you will find a letter to the reader. And in that letter to the reader, whether it's Zeb Cook or I think it's Gary Gygax for the early editions, it says, above all else, remember that this is just a game. And the objective is to have fun. Above all else. There are literally only 2 rules, and those are the 2 rules. It's a game. Have fun. It took me a while to realize that. And when I did, I started having a lot more fun with Dungeons & Dragons. No rule in the game, no other rule is set in stone. Because if you look at all the Dungeon Master guides out there, every single one says you can change or use the rules as you see fit. As you see fit. And for years, people insult people who make their own rules saying, oh, those are homebrew rules. They're not homebrew. They're intended. It's written into the DNA of the game. Use the rules as you see fit. Because above all else, it's a game and have fun. Yeah, that's basically it. Anything beyond the introduction is a guideline. You know that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean? There's some ads going on. For those of you watching the recording, I will pause every once in a while when I'm talking to people because of ads. So apparently he didn't hear me say the rest. So I'll be repeating myself. All right. Okay, so you said it started, as I said, for years people insult. So what I was saying is, for years people insult other people for not playing by the rules as they are written, and for making homebrew rules, and for house rules, etc., etc., etc. But right there, in the Dungeon Master's Guide, it says these rules... in every edition, it says a variation of what I'm going to repeat here. What you have here is essentially up for interpretation. These rules provide a basis to play the game, but they should never take over a sense of essentially a sense of fun and excitement, etc. So, in the Dungeon Master's Guide, it says specifically that the rules as they are written aren't rules. They're always secondary to it's a game and have fun. Now, obviously, you need to have a basis on which to play the game, so everybody understands and can cope with and can engage with each other on a fair level playing field. But when a rule interferes with the function of it being a game and people having fun, then the DM is more than empowered. Because, as it says in the book, the DM is more than empowered to say, I'm going to ignore that rule. Why the hell isn't this character here? I am not in the right spot. So anyway, it's kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean. Do you remember that movie? Where Jeffrey Rush's character says to Keira Knightley's character, I think it's Keira Knightley. Oh, there's that guy. He says, "They're not so much rules as guidelines." The only two hard and fast rules in Dungeons and Dragons which are immutable, are it's a game and have fun. That's it. There's no other. They take precedence over everything, and too many people in Dungeons and Dragons communities forget that. You know, they do. They forget that the purpose is for friends to get together and to play. Yeah, see? So Xander says that his first DM had one rule for spells. They are not just as written. They can be interpreted, and if you interpret it differently, let me know, and I'll see if I allow it. That is entirely correct. Because, you know, the spells essentially have changed a lot over the years, specifically to stop people from abusing the system, you know. But you can't plan out every single event. And what if you have a spell that does something really close to what you want to do? You're not going to make an entirely new spell for it. You would assume that the character has the knowledge to manipulate that spell in the way that is in concordance with the intent of the spell, like plant growth, you know. Although there is a really funny I love to use Zork as a great example of spells and unintended consequences. In Zork Grand Inquisitor, if you cast Make Plants Grow on the grass, like if there's a warning, there's one section where there's a warning that says don't throck the grass, and that's the name of the spell. It's like wild growth. Throck. If you throck the grass, if you cast Throck, the grass will grow into this giant grass that's just rips you apart. It's not carnivorous, but it will kill you. And if you throck the grass, it kills you. But that's the way spells should really be, like a general concept. Because otherwise it would be too much paper to try and write down the rules of every single spell. Or you had to find, buy, or trade spells. You didn't get them on level up. Yeah, I understand that. That seems, you know, I think that works depending on the game. Because if you're in a game world where magic is everywhere, it doesn't make sense for there not to be a school for wizards. And I don't mean like Harry Potter. I mean like more like an academic school. You know, if you go to a university and you're learning about biology and chemistry, there would be a similar thing on learning about how to manipulate the spheres. In fact, chemistry is probably the closest thing to wizard school that I think should exist. Chemistry and engineering. So players should gradually learn from like textbooks if it's a magic heavy area. But if it's Ravenloft and very few people know magic, then players should scrounge around for magic. So I think it really depends on which campaign setting you're in, you know. Yeah, researching and spending money, that's actually that's actually a major rule for spells in the Dungeon Master's Guide in 2nd edition. Researching spells and spending money to create new whatever or enchant, etc., etc., etc. So that's actually part of the rules in 2nd edition. I'd have to find them again, but it's like 3 sentences. It's like 3 sentences in the Dungeon Master's Guide. One Dungeon Master that I joined his game, he was really controlling. He threw a fit when I mentioned it. He just didn't want to.
An urgent war council is underway.
I mean, he would Stormwind
Keep.
Oh, shut up, Anduin. He would like yell out, "Not just no, hell no," and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, why am I even at this game? You know. And then he would get upset when people wouldn't show for his game. So it was frustrating and upsetting. And so I just gave him my character sheet. And he didn't understand what I meant when I gave it to him. He thought I was being...
See you around.
You know, giving it to him out of the kindness of my heart. But I was giving him the character sheet because I said, I'm done with it. I didn't have the heart to tell him that's why. I just got fed up. You know. But, See, I have two different types of... I deal with two different types of undead in my games. Actually, three different types. One of them is really more like golems. Kind of like the skeleton fighters in Jason and the Argonauts, where you have to get rid of the magic that brought them back. Otherwise, they will not go away. They will just reanimate. Like, harming their bodies does not harm them. Where the hell is that? Go to the Gallina Winery. Oh, that must be on the other side. Another is undead that have come back. And another are undead that have been bound by a necromancer, right? Or the basic undead from the monster manual.
Help you find something? Light bless you. Safe travels.
So anyway, some undead, I would make it so people would have to cast Dispel Magic in order to get rid of them. I guess technically they aren't really or destroyed by a paladin or a priest. So the one type, they're not really undead. They're more like golems. Although they've got souls trapped inside of them, I guess. You know? Yeah, there are a lot of variations on undead in the various monster manuals. So, and I like that. I don't hate that. I like that. And I think that it's good that there are variations, you know? I mean, Ravenloft has a lot of different types of undead, too. Is there no starting location for Void Elves? That kind of sucks. I'm gonna call them Goth Elves. How you understand necromancy, you infuse your will into a corpse to animate it. It doesn't have a soul. It is basically a mindless robot that takes orders. Granted, very simple orders. That varies. That varies from depending on the class kit. But that is one type of necromancer. Other types literally bring the souls back from the dead, but it only works on like people who are damned or stuff like that. Oh yeah, mom was talking about how she got she can. She was talking about how she can. God, what am I trying to say? Control the TV with her phone because it wasn't working for a long time. See here. I think I'm going to visit Transmogrifier. I wonder where the heirloom necklace is. Well, let me see if I can figure out where they sell this necklace. It is in the Hall of Explorers. Well, heck. Let me check how to get it. Well, if you want to join my game, I do that. I let players be whoever they want. You know? Oh, here's the thing, though. You like Warhammer. I swear to God, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay is built just like that. At least the second edition. I have no idea about the current editions, but the second edition Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay game, that player's handbook was amazing. It's just I can never find players for it. The two greatest role-playing games that I've ever read are the Red Dwarf role-playing game and the Warhammer Fantasy role-playing game. Yeah, if you're a lich, everything wants you gone. You walk into a city, you expect mass panic. Yeah. I really wish that I could find a group for the Warhammer Fantasy role-playing game or Red Dwarf. They're such good systems. I wrote my own system, which is pretty fun. But I don't know. Honestly, only paid 2nd edition and 5th edition and 5th edition, tried to learn other systems, but no one's willing to teach. Well, nobody is willing to, like, sit down and game anymore like they used to. You know, it's so much easier to not have to deal with group drama and just fire up a game like World of Warcraft, you know, or that sort of thing. But there's so much group drama anymore with so many people thinking that in order to be a good dungeon master they have to lay down the law and they're bullish and abusive, that people are tired of it, you know, and it becomes frustrating on so many levels. Will you know if a group is worth playing? You know, that sort of thing. Well, it's really fun. Let me see if I can look up information on that. Let's see, it's up to 4th edition. Oh, wait, do I have 4th edition? I don't think I have 4th edition. I don't even know which edition I have. Like, the problem with Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay is that they just, like, push through the editions. You know, kind of like what Dungeons & Dragons is doing now, so... You know, the 4th edition may actually... I wonder what the differences are. I heard a lot of people were upset with 4th edition Warhammer, but it kind of looks similar to the edition that I had. Yeah, see, I have the 2nd edition cover. But essentially, Warhammer... Warhammer is... the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay kind of like uses character cards, where you have a basic concept of what every single character has.
You got my attention.
But you can use a character card to like modify the stats, and then that's your race, and that's your class. So it is heavily modifiable and really fun in that regard. And that's also kind of like how I treated the monster manual for players who wanted to play monster characters. Where the hell? I don't even see the necklace. What was that? Signia of the Alliance, Mark of Tyranny. Here are the necklaces. I see. Okay. I don't think I'll do that then. I don't know. Not sure which necklace I want to get, though. Yeah. Well, that's not too great. I think that's...
Off with you.
Yeah, I'm not going to get the heirloom necklace. You've never played any edition of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay? Oh, I've really just been playing 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons with people. If you want to get a group together and we could play Warhammer Fantasy Role-Playing, I mean, that sounds fine to me. That sounds fun. I'm also up to doing Red Dwarf. The role-playing book for Red Dwarf is actually available to download online. I found it. Oh my god, it was on archive.org. Are they... Oh, they're still offline. Oh my god. We may not be able to get a hold of Red Dwarf role-playing game. But Red Dwarf and Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay were very, very similar in how they function. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wait. Here it is. Have you ever... I mean, this role-playing game is fun to... It's just fun. It's basically just like the TV series Red Dwarf. Did you ever see the TV series Red Dwarf, Xander? Well, you know what? If you decide to show up for our Dungeons & Dragons game next week, and as soon as this campaign is over, I might be able to convince whoever stays to do Warhammer or Red Dwarf next. Are you in the United States? I'm guessing you are. I'm gonna pimp my girl out. You know what? I need to grab some gold. I'll be right back. Let me grab some gold. Well, I'd be more than happy to do Warhammer 2nd edition. Okay, go to... Let's see if I can find Red Dwarf if it's on Tubi. Oh, it's no longer on Tubi. Oh, that sucks. Let's see here. Oh, I guess they took Red Dwarf off. That totally sucks. on Amazon Prime. Oh, and yeah, I think you can watch it on Amazon Prime. Red Dwarf is on Tubi from time to time, but it looks like they took it off temporarily. But it's a really funny show. It's a space comedy. Oh, the ads. Yeah, so if you've got Amazon Prime, give Red Dwarf a shot. If not, put it on your watch list for Roku, and it's a really funny show. Oh, I'm not in the guild.
You need something? Have a good one.
It's live action.
Ah, here is the hero I spoke of. Learn from the past, look to the future. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I am pleased that you have accepted our invitation to the Dragon Isles, Lord Commander.
During the dark days of the Cataclysm, the Aspects made great sacrifices to save our world. The Alliance will answer the call and stand together with Dragonkind once again.
Alexstrasza shall be most appreciative. Though she will insist that you do not bring any lingering conflicts to her shores.
You have my word that this will be an expedition, not a military maneuver. To honor our truce with the Horde, I have instructed the Explorers League to work in concert with the Reliquary.
Just think of all the ancient knowledge we can discover together!
The Dragon Isles is our home, not a place for outsiders to plunder. The Draxier will accompany the Alliance on this journey, but it will take time to build trust between us.
As a fellow soldier, I share your wariness, Azurathel.
Splendid! You two have found common ground already. Now then, let us begin preparations for our voyage. The Dragon Isles await.
Pleased to meet you. Spotted some promising crew members as I was flying over the city. Round them up, and let's get to it.
We embrace a new future.
New opportunities lay before us.
Good day to you. See you around.
Shall we get down to business? How may I be of service?
Alright, now that I have done all of this, I'm going to temporarily stop my stream, but I'll be right back in a minute. For those of you watching this recording, go ahead and check out the stream where I design my